till all yours. Now you can take the control. You are the host now.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
And I have just admitted Surbhi as well. Okay.
I've also done it. No worries. I'll take care of
Okay.
it.
So,
Hmm.
am I audible to each one of you here?
Yes, audible.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yes, audible.
Am I visible to each one of you here now?
We can see your screen a bit.
Okay. Okay. I have to actually turn my screen. Just hold on. Give me a second. Am I visible now?
Yes,
Right.
yes, you are visible.
Great.
Yes, yes.
Great. So, once again, good evening to all of you and welcome here. This is 812, and I'll be very happy to address all your queries and questions related to your employment related issues or any obstacle that you're facing. We can sweetly go up to 9:30 if required. We can go beyond that as well. Is that okay with all of you?
Yes,
Completely fine.
Okay. So I will tell you. Initially, when Vivek must have sent you some invite or something like that. Probably the discussion was more on resume-related inputs, right? Right, Vivek?
Right.
Right. So what I wanted to discuss with each one of you is resume is a very small part of it because there are plenty of things available online, offline, and I'm sure each one of you already has a resume ready. It is just waiting for some modification into the resume. That I will help you. Don't worry. I'm not saying that I will not do that. I, in fact, wanted to touch the issues with you that you may be facing towards your employment, towards your re-employment, towards your getting employed. Are you getting my point? Am I able to make my point clear?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Okay. So, as far as your resume related to your individual resume's input is concerned, or a common input in terms of how to make a resume, how resume can actually help you in cracking a job code into the employment market. What is ATS? All these things I will tell you possibly into another session. Today I don't want to touch all these things. I find that too early to discuss. Before that, I want to discuss with each one of you that give me a little brief about each one of you, starting alphabetically. Whoever is starting with A, B, C, D of your name, and tell me a little about you as to what you do right now, what is your experience, and what industry you are in right now. And in case you want to tell me your education, that will be great. Vivek, you want
Shall I start?
Yeah, anyone. Vivek, please
Okay.
keep putting down the name.
Yeah. My name is Ishrat Ali. I am from Nagpur,
Okay.
and I had done diploma in training and development from ISTD earlier, 20
IST.
years back.
Okay.
Yeah. And recently, for the past 3 years, I'm being into core HR certifications done with learning and development and management. This certification course from
Okay.
Middle Earth, and after that, I had also done this master trainer and facilitator course from Middle Earth also. And
Wow.
all these courses were more designed into L&D things. Since my work experience, I'm
Hmm.
working since 2001. Started with a training organization from Lucknow itself. That's Institute of Entrepreneurship Development, Lucknow,
Okay.
as a training coordinator. Then gone with ISTD Lucknow chapter as a training coordinator again, and then got a full-time job with Amway India Enterprises. First with the service partner of them for the one
What
year,
what is your
and after the
what is your total experience?
total experience that count around in training and development, it's around 15 plus years of experiences. But in this 15 years of experiences, for the last 8 years, I'm being into hardcore selling also. That sales become a part automatically with training uh, while doing these things. Right now I'm working with a real estate company in Nagpur, and somewhere I'm stuck up in the career. So that's why I'm looking for some good options. So since I'm done with so many certification,
Okay.
Vivek
Okay.
give me
Great.
a
Great.
good hand.
Got it. Got it.
So
Please,
that's why,
please, please, please note down two of your
yeah,
major career roadblocks, because after listening to you, I find that you yourself said I'm stuck somewhere, right? So
yes,
don't discuss right now. Just write it and keep it with you.
okay, okay,
Okay, and send it to Vivek through a WhatsApp message with your name.
sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
do it.
yeah. Great, great, great. So I
Yeah,
would rather,
that's
I would rather suggest to speak your name, your qualification. Only tell me total experience, and if you are stuck somewhere, describe that.
okay.
Yeah,
So I
please.
had done right now.
Thank you.
My name is Ishrat Ali, and total
Hmm.
years of experience of around 16 plus,
Mhm.
and right now working with a real estate company as a sales and training manager.
Okay, thank you. Next one, please. I will speak the name. Ishrat Aditi.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Louder, Aditi. You are not audible.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hi, Aditi. Good
My name
evening.
is Aditi. Currently, I'm pursuing my PGDM from IMT Ghaziabad, and it's a
Okay.
distance learning I'm doing. So earlier, I have an experience in the finance field. So I think it is not the cup of my tea. So I jumped to HR, and I have done my 5 months internship in HR from a hospital industry. And right now, I am just searching a job in HR only.
Job in HR. Okay.
Yes.
How long you are searching a job in HR?
Sir, basically, I've done my internship till February, and due to my exams in March, so I just dropped my idea of internship. Then I'm free, like in this since 1 month, I'm free
Okay.
searching.
Okay. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
have any career obstacle that you think you need to overcome?
So I'm actually confused that I should go for recruit.
Wait. You
Yes,
have
sir.
some roadblock, right?
Yes, sir.
Just send it to Vivek through a WhatsApp message with your name,
Okay, sir. Okay.
and Vivek will share it back.
Sure, sir.
Okay, Chaitanya is there. Alphabetically is there. Chaitanya.
Sir, we have already had a discussion.
Great. You want to speak right now? Anything, or we go to the next one?
I think it's better you go to the next one because we have already had a comprehensive discussion.
Great, great. Thank you, Chaitanya. It has been lovely speaking to you always.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
C, D, E, F, G, H. H is Hannah Princey.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Hi,
My name is
Anna.
Anna Princey.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm a teacher actually. I've done my teacher training course and as well as I've done my BA psychology. So I was working as a teacher around 4.5 years.
Mhm.
So like currently due to COVID, I was not able to get a job in teaching. So I was also interested in to deal with adults now because I was
Okay.
already dealing with kids. So I got to know how children's psychology as well as children learning is. So
Okay.
like I wanted to try through HR so that I could get a adult mindset and yeah.
Lovely. It will be good to speak to you. I am myself a certified career counselor, career coach,
Oh, that's great, sir.
and I've been dealing into. I'll try and help you out. Please, you have. Are you stuck somewhere in your career?
Yes, sir.
Please send your message, whatever your question is. 1 or 2 questions to Vivek with your name, and I hope you are okay that we discuss in front of everyone. Anyone who is not okay to discuss here, we can discuss one-on-one later on. Okay?
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Hannah. Next one. Anyone with I, Ishrat Ali. Ishrat has already spoken, right? Megha.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Megha.
So I'm currently pursuing my master's in psychology with a specialization in industrial psychology and organizational behavior. This is my final year, so I'm looking out for opportunities in the field of HR.
HR. You are in final year. Okay. Okay. So, is there anything specific that you seek as an advice from me, other than your employment opportunity in being in final year? In case you have something very specific, I'll be happy to help you out. Please write your question, send it to Vivek right now as a WhatsApp message. Yeah?
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. And I hope you're okay to discuss here in this forum, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Megha, after Megha, who wants to speak? Anyone?
Yeah, hi sir, Ujjwal here.
Hi Ujjwal, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good sir. How are you?
Good, yeah. I've been seeing your posts and comments all over LinkedIn. You're pretty active.
Yeah, sir. Around nowadays I'm working, so till now I was working this time. Just
Okay.
few hour, 1 hour before only I just got leave.
Great.
So yeah, so sir, yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes, sir. So I have total 2 years of experience.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, and I have done MBA in HR.
MBA in HR. Great.
Yeah, and currently I'm in Bangalore right now.
Okay. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, sir.
Advice that you have any roadblock in your career, or maybe something you want to scale up yourself to?
Yeah, for the skill up purpose, I have some query.
Okay, so would you like to send it to Vivek? Vivek will send it back to me with your name, and hope you're okay to discuss this in front of everyone, right?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with it.
Great. Next one can be Shravani.
Yes, sir. Myself, Shravani. I have
Hi, Shravani.
I have 3+ years of experience in HR. So actually, I did my bachelor's in. I am from BTech background, and later I have a 2.5 years of gap in my career because I was like preparing for bank exams. But later I have some issues like qualifying in my bank exam. So I joined somewhere for a part-time job, and then I realized like I am very much interested in management side. So I completed my MBA there. Till then, I have a problem like employment gap. There is a gap of 2.5 years, and then I worked as a data analyst for 1.5 year.
Okay.
And after my completion of a master's in HR, I joined as an internship in one of the company, and it has been 3 years. Right now, I don't have any problem in my career, but I just want to grow myself in HR role in my current career.
Okay, okay. In case you think you have any specific question that I can answer you in this forum, I'll be happy answering that. Yeah.
Sure.
Please write your questions, send it to Vivek, and I will 100% ensure that it is answered before we leave this discussion today. Are you okay discussing with all of them, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Do that, please. Thank you. After Shravani, who wants to go next? Sushmita?
Hello, sir. Glad connecting with you. We connected in October, I believe, and then post that.
Is it Sushmita Lonkar?
Yes, that's me.
Hi, Sushmita. Good to speak to you.
Yeah, good to speaking to you once again.
Yeah.
So I recently completed my internship into HR, and I've completed my PGDM in HR from SIS College of Management Studies. It's been a year. About to get placement, but then unfortunately Corona had come and hit the job market as well as the economy.
Okay.
So I completed my recent internship in March, but then post March I'm still looking out for it. Gave couple of interviews, but then I did not receive any strong response. That's I would say. And yeah, definitely. What are my queries? What are the barriers? What I am facing across? So I can send it to Vivek sir,
Yeah,
or
send
else
it
even we can. And also we can talk one-on-one so that it would be,
I mean,
I would get a clear picture.
whatever suits best to you. If you want to discuss something here, something separately, I'm okay with that as well. Okay.
Okay, so that's
You can send
perfect.
your question to Vivek right now as a WhatsApp message with your name, so that you can just forward it to me, and we'll discuss it in the same order of discussion. Okay.
Okay, so no problem.
Okay. Thank you, Sushmita.
Welcome.
Who's left after Sushmita? Is it Saida Kashan? Or Vishal Kapale, whoever.
Hi sir, this is Vishal here.
Hi,
I'm based
Vishal.
from. Hi sir, how are you sir?
Very good. Very
I'm based at Gulbarga, sir. It's a northern part of Karnataka,
good. Okay.
and I have done my MBA in HR and marketing, but due to the KSO issue, it is stuck. Presently, I'm working in the Civil Services Coaching Center from past 4.5 years. I have 3 roles here. I'm a coordinator and institute manager as well as a faculty member. I do take 2 subjects. One is Indian polity and another one is science and technology. Wanted to have a career in HR field, so I connected to Vivek sir.
Okay. Okay. Is there any specific thing that you think I can help you with in terms of advice or some kind of a solution?
Yes, sir.
In case you have any query, please write to Vivek right now.
Yes, sir.
In the same order of discussion, alphabetically, we will take one by one. Are you okay discussing in front of everyone?
Yes, sir. No problem.
Okay, please do that. Send it with your name, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Because Vivek is going to forward exactly the same WhatsApp to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, who's left?
Me,
Vivek?
Surbhi.
Surbhi.
Yes, sir. Hi, sir. My name is Surbhi Maurya. I have
Hi,
done
Surbhi.
BTech, and then after that, I have done a job after BTech, and then I moved to the HR, and then I have done my MBA in HR from Patna, Bihar, and then after that, this 2020 is my final year, and during the COVID period, I have done. As a HR associate in Patna company. The company name is Arya Securtech. And but sir, still I'm looking for the better career opportunity growth, because here it is not a very proper, and you can say not a very proper manner companies is. So I'm still stuck with the better career opportunities in HR.
HR. Okay. So you are making your query is how to have a breakthrough in HR space, right?
Yes, sir, because I have almost 11 months of experience in HR, but I'm not finding any the relevant or the established type of job in the, and not better career growth is here.
Okay. Okay. Anything else other than this? Maybe you can send it to Vivek right now.
Okay.
And I hope you are okay discussing in front of everyone, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, please do that right now with your name.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Anyone left right now, Vivek?
Good evening, Sailendra sir. My name is Mahesh. I'm based out from Hyderabad. I'm having an experience around 5 years into talent acquisition and recruitment.
Okay.
Currently, I'm just pursuing my executive MBA from NMIMS Mumbai. So my major concern here, I'm in a dilemma how to just manage work and this education studying, and parallelly at the same time, I want to just switch my role from talent acquisition to HR, BP, or else into core HR activities majorly. So for better prospects and all, I just want to connect with you personally, with you and Vivek by once, if it is possible on a single call.
Why not? Why not? That is always possible. But if you are okay discussing anything here as well, I'm okay with that as well.
Yes, I have some questions came up with me. We'll just discuss in this forum during our call.
Send it to Vivek right now with your name.
Yes, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Anybody left, Vivek? I think
everyone is covered now.
Oh.
I'm still there, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm Veronica. I'm currently pursuing my master's in psychology with my specialization in industrial and organizational behavior. So as of now, I don't have any experience apart from internships. And regarding my concerns, I would be sending it to Vivek.
Okay, okay, sure, that'll be good to. You're okay discussing here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, all are done. I think one. Anyone left who has not spoken? Maybe can speak. Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening. My name is Lakshmi, and I'm currently pursuing my master's in psychology, specializing in industrial and organizational behavior. So I do not have much of experience. I have only internship experience, and I'm currently volunteering as a teacher as well as a feedback committee member in U&I. And regarding my queries, I'll send it to Vivek, sir.
Sure, please do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hope everyone is done. Vivek?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
sir, one question if I can.
Yeah, please. Yeah. First of all, nice to see you, by the way, after a long time.
Thank you, sir. Same here. It's been a long time. I am seeing you, face to face. So just one simple question. So my question is, someone who's transitioning to HR, and we've had this discussion previously, because I've had a previous experience, but in a different domain. So my question is, sir, in the current situation where the job, there's a possibility of the same situation that might happen again as last year, how relevant is to do 3 to 6 months internships in relation to HR, and how will that be like a boost in the career? Because nowadays what I've seen is, especially an individual who does not have any relevant experience but has a relevant exposure in HR through these internships, through training programs, or through projects. So my question is, given the situation that we are currently in, doing internships in different fields of HR, and if it's with the reputed organization, how will it be beneficial in the long run? Because I'm switching a career, or I would say it's a transition to HR. So that's the only question I have in mind.
Sure. We'll take it up. Vivek, I hope you have noted down his question as well, right?
Chaitanya will just send it to me.
Chaitanya, please send it to Vivek.
I'm getting all the queries. Okay. I'll share them on WhatsApp to you.
Okay. So I hope everyone is done.
Seems so.
Okay. Anyone who's left can please feel free to speak in between. There's absolutely no problem. So anyone who has sent you, Vivek, you can just send it to me so that we can start taking at least we'll take the first one, whoever has already sent it to you.
I have got.
In the meantime, others will keep drafting and sending it back to you.
Sure, I'll just forward it.
Sure, thank you.
I've sent you one.
Okay. Ujjwal. Experience looking forward to enter into HR operations. Okay. Ujjwal, come on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a moment. Yeah, Ujjwal, nice to see you here. You have 2 years experience. You want to get into HR operations role, right?
Yeah.
What's your current role right now?
Current role, I am a sourcing executive.
Sourcing executive.
Yeah.
Okay. And why do you want to get into that role?
Because see, as a recruiter, I think it will be like managing the people, and that type of role from starting only I had an interest in that. So my end goal was to go into the operation and to grow into the HR ladder. Because if I will be in the only recruitment, then I think it will not work for me.
Okay.
Pure HR operation role, I just want to go. Operation or HR, main HR role.
Right. Which company you are with right now, eh?
Right now, I am with the Quest Corporation.
Quest Corp. Quest Corp is a large organization. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you find some internal opportunity in this role?
It's actually a third-party payroll right now. So internally, I don't have that much connections right now. So I'm just trying.
Yeah. So is your pen and paper ready?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Okay, so I'll ask you a couple of questions and you have to keep noting them down in terms of pointers, okay?
Okay.
The first pointer, you have just said that you are in Quest Corp, which is a large organization, but you are on a third-party payroll, so you don't have much connections inside the organization, right?
Yeah.
This is the first thing you have to do. You know it already.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so that's your stepping stone, and you have not been able to do it for whatever reason, but you have to overcome this because you have an opportunity in-house, and you don't have to look out. Quest Corp is, 6,000 employees, I guess, maybe more, right?
Yeah, correct.
If I am not wrong with the numbers, and it is one of the world's largest manpower outsourcing organization, right?
Yeah, correct, sir, correct.
What you need to do, instead of looking outside opportunities, you have to first connect with people inside, and Quest Corp has opportunities every day. I see it on their website, and there are plenty of people, by the way, I know that they're working there. Okay. And Quest Corp has approached me, about 3 months back. So I had to go through their website in detail, and somehow I became master of their website. By the way, so that is how I know, how large they are, right? So Quest Corp is a good organization, first of all, and it's a multinational company, and they have excellent clients. So there are good things that you can leverage. One, it's a large organization. That means they have processes in place, they have procedures in place, and they have a huge amount of clients to deal with. That means they have transactions in place. So these are the things that you want to actually deal with, right?
Yeah, I'm looking
and
for that.
so this opportunity is there. The only missing link for you, what I understand, is that you don't know how to get that job.
Yeah. So actually, there was some opening for the recruiter role here, but it is like a 3 to 4 years or 4+ years experience. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Just hang on. You are all into HR. All of you are here, I guess. 90% of you, either in HR or you will actually get into HR. That is the reason you joined Vivek and the courses that Vivek offers and his company offers, right?
Yeah.
This is the first roadblock all the HR people have, that they themselves are so stuck with the same problem what other candidates are stuck with. Whenever there is a JD that 3 to 6 years of work experience, so that is not for you, that is for others.
Yeah, that is for others, correct.
And second thing is, when you are approaching internally, everything is negotiable. Okay. So first of all, take out this roadblock from your mind that it is 3 to 6 or 4 to 7 or 8 to 9. It is basically, कुछ तो कहना पड़ेगा ना यार कि 18 साल से ऊपर का आदमी वोट नहीं देगा. अच्छा 19 साल के ऊपर का, अच्छा 17 साल का वोट देगा तो क्या होगा? कुछ भी नहीं होगा. वो भी वही, उसका भी एक ही मतलब है. 18 साल का वोट देता है, 19 का भी वोट देता है, 20 का भी वोट देता है. So actually, just to bring certain discipline into the whole system, they always bring in 10th class or 12th class or graduate or postgraduate or X certification or Y certification. But you are an insider. You don't have to think about any of these things. Just connect with the internal people and let them know that you are interested, you are available, and you can join them as early as possible. And ask them the JD for this role and prepare on that JD in advance before you are actually interviewed. An outsider doesn't have this opportunity to get the JD in advance. Okay, and you can actually ask them that when will this position be actually available, being an insider, isn't it?
Got it.
So you don't have to Quest Corp के बाहर तो देखना ही मत अभी. I mean, so you should just get into Quest Corp only. Once you are in the Quest Corp or principal company, then maybe be there for some time until you are stuck there, and then move on to something else. Because being on the third party payroll of Quest Corp and looking for outside opportunity, I don't think it will be too good for you. Because whenever you get interviewed, people will say you are a third party payroll guy. So you have to move from third party payroll to the main payroll of the Quest Corp. And and let me tell you, all principal companies take good guys on their payroll from their third party payroll very, very fast. I have done it in my companies when I was working. I used to pick up all my dealers executives or my third party payroll employees directly in my company. I have worked with TCS, I have worked with NIIT Limited, I have worked with Career Launcher, I have worked with Vodafone, I have worked with Pearson Education, I have worked with so many companies, and whichever guy or a girl I used to like in terms of making that person part of my principal company, I'll give them hint 3 months in advance that start preparing. So you have to find a guy like me in that company, okay?
Sure, sir. I will do that.
someone who's interested in you, picking you up as a headhunt.
Sure, sir.
Hope this helps you, right?
Yeah, it will help.
Thank you. Okay, Vivek, we go to the next one.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Hope this kind of question answer is helping others as well. What do you say, all of you guys here?
Yes, sir, definitely. It is, giving us great insights.
Great.
We've been there. We are stuck up. Most probably, majority of the folks here might be struck up with similar kind of things.
Yes. So I think one concern can be a concern of many, right?
Yes.
Great. So the next one I have received is of Ishrat Ali. 2 issues. Ishrat, are you okay discussing here?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. I want to make career in core L&D, but getting opportunities in sales roles only. Okay.
Yeah.
Low in expressing the knowledge I have due to non-practical usage of HR in practical way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to make your career in core L&D, but you're getting most of the roles.
Actually, what I'm getting is only because of Amway India. The work experience I had done with them earlier, I was with them 1 year on the third party payroll.
Okay.
Just you were telling something, how you catch up those guys who were good. So somehow I was more passionate in training.
Okay.
So that's why one person from South India, he just picked me up and give me a good push for the 5 years I'm in Amway, and learn many things into it. And sometime I got stuck up over there again because of this non-promotion and less grading in a performance appraisal. And somehow these people who were into company, they were always thinking this guy has come from third party payroll and he's going above. So in the mean way, I'm not just grudging on all those things. But right now, wherever I'm just getting into for good opportunities, the companies who like Amway working culture, they are representing. And the role which I am getting is into business development or just into, it's more into sales.
Okay. Let me ask you my questions. Try to respond them in brief, right?
Sure.
What is your total experience?
Total experience is around 18 years of experience.
Okay. How much is Okay, okay. We have to be in brief, right? And how much in HR?
HR is, I think it's basically a generalist HR, somewhere to support the sales team in the organization.
How many years?
It's around 2 years of experience. I could just count it out.
And when was exactly this?
This was at the earlier of my career, and when I started with this current company also, in the start they give me some push for it.
And what is your total sales experience?
In sales, it's around 8 years of experience in real estate sales.
Real estate, and so that means for the last 8 years you are in sales, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And currently you're doing some course with the Skill Hub Learning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're applying, how old are you, if you're okay to disclose your age? Although you're a very young looking guy.
No. I'm young with the knowledge. Right now I'm at 46 years of age.
46.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you want to change your career at this point of time in your age and life? You want to get into something what you have not done for the last 8 years, and what you did in the initial part of your career, you want to try it now. And I don't want to ask your salary, but let me tell you right now, with my own experience of almost 29 years of experience. When companies hire people, they hire them for what they have been doing in the last 4-5 years. They normally do not hire people what they have not done in last so many years, because for them it remains a hit and trial, number one. And number two, there is no proven skill that you have in HR right now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And when you go to a company for the interview, for them you are as good as a fresher. Someone who has done MBA and asking for a job in HR, L&D, or HR resourcing, or some kind of HR operations role, right? And when they look at your CV, that you are experienced with about 15 plus years of work experience, so they want to leverage what your expertise is right now, currently, what you can deliver immediately. Today, if I hire you, what you can deliver from tomorrow morning 9 a.m.
Okay.
Companies are not having time to wait for people that first they will hire them, then they will train them, then they will give them a chance. ठीक है यार, तुम कोशिश करो, हो सकता है तुमसे हो जाए, हो सकता है ना. So all those times are over. Today companies are looking at people, ready-made people. They come and they open the floor and they start the production work tomorrow morning 9 a.m. Okay? So so I don't know if you have a desire to get into HR, then a direct job hunt will not help you, first of all. Okay. What you need to do, which company you're working with, if you're okay to disclose the name of the company.
Actually, I was working with Infotech Real Estate in Nagpur itself. It was a very big company in a real estate brand over here in Nagpur.
So I have a suggestion
for
you to quickly wrap up, because I want to give chance to everyone to have their question, right? First of all, how long you are in this company?
It was almost 11 years of experience with them.
Okay. In this company, try to get a hands-on opportunity that along with your role, if you also get an opportunity to handle HR separately. If you know the senior management, okay, tell them that I want to do it free of cost. I will not charge anything extra.
Okay.
By telling them, you are actually telling them that you are available at zero cost. Number one. Tell them
Okay.
in the companies where sales is very heavy. In the companies where sales is very heavy, there is a role called sales HR.
अच्छा सुन
Yeah.
एक important काम वो दे रहे हैं.
So first of all, you try to grab the
recruiter, technical recruiter, कोई IT staffing का निकला है एक requirement.
Someone is speaking.
Entry level है.
Ujjwal, you can go on mute.
Sorry. Okay, just.
Hello.
Yeah, he's.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah. So I was saying,
So you are telling on sales HR.
Yeah. I was saying in every company who's a sales-driven organization, there is a position called sales HR.
Okay.
In the sales HR, you are actually doing the recruitment of the salespeople, and you are helping them become better as an L&D person. So actually, you get the opportunity to handle L&D. You in L&D, you are basically doing the training needs analysis, training competencies, identification, etc. So you get a side entry into HR of the L&D and recruitment. You get the exposure of the HR. Slowly, if you are doing better in this company, one fine day, tell your employers that I've been able to display that with my maturity, I can handle these roles as good as business. So I want to reduce my business profile slowly, and I want to increase my HR profile in the due course. So within the same company, once you are into HR, when you apply to another company, it is easy to say that I'm already an HR person. That means, for example, let's say I am a HR recruiter into another company. When you apply to me, I want to see what is your proven competence into recruitments, proven competence into L&D, proven competence of understanding the basic HR and core HR. And and when you are going to another company, you can make changes in your resume. Maybe you have actual experience of 1 year into HR, but you can always showcase that I am handling HR for the last 3 years. Who goes and checks all that?
Oh, good.
So by working for 1 year and showcasing for 3 years, because the company is same, your company also would not like to leave you initially. But in case you want to leave that company, another company will be happy to absorb you. I hope this answers your question, right?
Yeah, very true, sir. Very true. Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Yeah.
Who's the next one? Okay. After Ishrat, we received from Shravani.
Yes, sir.
Career gap of 2.5 years. Maybe this is the reason not getting good opportunities, applying for many jobs, but not respond. Shravani. Okay. Shravani, please come on the screen. Yeah. Which city are you in, Shravani?
I'm from Hyderabad, sir.
And your career gap is for some personal reason or some education or something like that?
Like I was preparing for a bank exam.
Okay.
So in this gap, I have written many exams, but due to the minor marks, 1 mark or a half mark of gap, I'm not selected for the bank. So another way, I'm more interested on management field. And so I thought like I have to start from somewhere, but I couldn't go to my core jobs because I'm from electronics background. Because of this gap, I cannot go there. So I done my MBA. After that, then I again started from an internship role.
Okay.
So I joined as an intern in one of the small company. It's a co-working business center, and then the thing started from there. It has been 3 years now. I have experience of in HR, but I applied in many companies, but I haven't received any good response from any of the companies. initially when I am working as an intern, I applied for many jobs before internship, but maybe the reason I have a gap in my studies or something, I couldn't, I didn't get any opportunities there.
Okay.
So now also I am working, but I'm not getting a good package, and I'm getting the opportunities only in a startups, very basic start like startups of 1-year-old company or early startups.
Okay. So even if they're a startup, are they offering you the right salary that you're looking at?
No, sir. Not good package as not relevant to 3 years of experience, but it's the same situation. Like I lost my job in last due to the COVID, and next I joined in some other startup, but they hired me with the same package. But still I'm working with the same package. So since 2 years I am with working with the same package, but there is no hike. So I can't expect anything here because it's a startup. They are telling that
What is your profile here? What do you exactly do?
here I am handling all the HR activities, sir. It's a startup company of 25 employees. So starting from recruitment, policy procedures making, handling the employee attendance and leave tracking, and the payroll. I'm assisting the payroll team. It's a third party, the payroll team. So assisting them and handling all the employee issues and managing all the HR process.
Okay.
So working for a startup and in a small group, I think like it is okay for me, but I cannot grow myself working in a startup still. Like if I work for a large organizations, at least for 100 plus of employees.
I got your point. Let me ask you a couple of questions now. See, you are yourself into HR and you're doing all journalist HR roles, right?
Yes, sir.
How are you applying to companies? What's your application process?
Sorry, sir?
How do you apply for a job?
Through Naukri.
And?
Naukri and Upwork and LinkedIn.
Naukri and LinkedIn.
Yes.
Okay. And are you getting sufficient opportunities through these two?
Okay. I'm applying for the roles. I'm applying for the jobs, but I'm not getting any response.
You're not getting any response. That means your application is lost in thousands of the other applications, right?
Yes, sir.
And how many LinkedIn connections you have?
I have 1,000 plus.
1,000 plus.
Yes.
Okay. And in the last about 3 months, how many applications you must have sent through Naukri and LinkedIn?
I maybe like recently because we have an employment bond in our company, and that is the only reason. And also I am like taking a course in SkillHub. I'm not applying for a job, so I thought of completing this training first. And
when are you completing this course?
It's almost done, sir. We are left with only one assessment. Last
assessment. And what is your employment bond with the company?
1 year.
When is that completing?
It will end in the month of August.
August. Okay. So basically, see, you yourself is slow right now because of two reasons. One, what I understand is your course, ongoing course, and another one is possibly your employment bond with the employer.
Yes, sir.
And so even if you apply right now and you get an opportunity, how will you join? Because your employment bond will not let you go.
I thought of like keeping a bond or something, do something, but I haven't received any responses from any of the companies. And then I joined SkillHub Learning to improve my skill set, at least during this bond period. So I can break the bond with giving some notice or something I can do, but I just want to grow my career.
what is your own strategy? I will tell you right now what you need to do.
Okay, sir.
What do you think your strategy should be in this case?
I didn't get your point, sir.
I said if you have to decide at your own, what will be your personal strategy to get a job? What all you will do to get a job of your choice?
So right now I am thinking is like August is not so far. It's only a 2 to 3 months of time. So I'll be going through what I am learning here. Like current company is good. I can implement more things, whatever I have learned in Skill Hub. I can gain some experience working here. Like implement all the things, and I have a support from Vivek sir also. So I can implement my skills, and I can have a much confidence on my skills during these 2 to 3 months, during till August, till my bond ends. So after that, I just want to apply for some MNC companies.
Okay. So
Good companies.
Fine. So you know what I understand from your discussion is that you have a desire.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you have a choice, but you don't know which road to start walking on, right?
Yes, sir.
So your first thing what you need to do is increase your LinkedIn connections.
Okay.
With 1,000 LinkedIn connections, and I do not know out of these 1,000 how many are HR connections or middle level, junior level, senior level. They are recruiters or they are backend operations executives. Who are these people? I have no idea on that. Okay, so please review your LinkedIn connections, because today 100% hiring is happening with the support of LinkedIn profiles.
Right.
So whoever is being hired anywhere in the world, his or her LinkedIn profile is by default being screened.
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, you need to create a small ladder for you. Ladder means who all can help you reach to where you want to reach, and please make them part of your ladder. Okay. For example, I am giving this example in the interest of everyone, because a lot of other people may be stuck the same way, that you have a desire but do not know how to reach there. If you know which are your target companies, first of all, try to connect with their HR, their junior HR, their middle HR, their left HR, their right HR, their assistant manager HR, senior executive HR. And when you are connected with all these people, some of them will speak to you on a friendly note. Some of them may not be comfortable communicating too frequently. And these are the companies where, in case there is some position, and in case you are in good connect with that person, you may be one of the insiders to be recruited, rather than applying through various job boards like Naukri and LinkedIn. Earlier there used to be 400, 500 applications, but after last year COVID, there are 10,000 applications. Because last year direct hiring has not happened through campus. Direct recruitment through job boards has not happened too frequently, because last year was a heavy job cut time. So there are plenty of people available, and there are a lot of people who have come from outside India to start working in their own country. And there are a lot of people who have left the major metros and gone back to the smaller towns, where they're looking for jobs again in the market. And again, this COVID has come. So market is not very conducive for job markets, but at the same time, if you are very well connected with the HR people internally, you have a higher chance to get what you want to get. Otherwise, if you are only applying through Naukri.com and LinkedIn jobs, believe me, it will be a very, very long time for you to keep applying, and God knows only by when you will hit the bullseye, right? Please increase your LinkedIn connections, and please try to connect with those people who will become your part of your journey in terms of helping you to get recruited in those companies. I mean, I'll give you a live example. You are working in X company, right?
Yes.
Supposedly, your company is my target company, right? And I connect you as a friend on LinkedIn, and I start communicating with you more often. And I'm looking for a, let's say, sales head role in your company, knowing that your product is very good and your company's policies are good, maybe as in a startup. And one fine day, your boss or your founder say that, "Yaar, sales अच्छा नहीं हो रहा यार. I am looking for a sales head. Don't know यार एक अच्छा बंदा." What will you do?
Still approach that person.
You will approach me. You will approach me because you know that I am a sales guy.
Yes.
Because I'm connected with you, and you will say, I know Shailendra, we have been communicating, we are connected on LinkedIn, we have been communicating for the last about a year or so, and he's more often in touch with me. Shailendra has already given me 2-3 juniors in my company. That means he's a good good manager at the same time. And I've been watching Shailendra's profile on LinkedIn, and he's pretty active on LinkedIn. So he's good to hire. You will take my name to your boss and you will arrange my interview. Others will not get to know outside that this position was there and this has been filled now only because of you. So you have to find people like you in other companies. Are you getting my point now?
Yes, sir.
All those people who can get you in that job which is available but not advertised. So that today 70% jobs are being filled because they are not advertised. And as an HR person, you already know that, right?
Yes.
But you are not working on that, by the way. So, ये सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम वही है कि HR वाले ही बेचारे नहीं समझ पाते कि उनको क्या करना है. ठीक है? I hope this answers your question.
Yes, sir. It helps.
Chalo, thank you. Yeah, Vivek, who's the next one? I guess it is Vishal Kapale. Vishal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Vishal, let's speak now. Come on the screen. Just a second, Vishal. Vishal Kapale,
Yes,
BCA, MBA, University derecognized, incomplete, working with civil services. Okay. Vishal, I have a couple of questions for you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
How long you are not into HR?
I can say I'm just I'm just stepping in, I can say that, sir. But partially I'm doing all the roles like handling the payments, recruiting the faculties. I'm into education stream, sir. But partially I'm doing all the HR.
Are you working with some franchise setup or you're working with a small startup setup?
Sir, this is almost 8 years old organization. It's a very big name in our city, and they have their brainchild, and I'm looking after the organization.
So you are looking for opportunities into HR outside this company, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And you don't have any opportunity within the same company?
No, sir. This is very small organization, sir. We hire people on hourly basis.
Oh. Okay. And you are doing some course with Vivek, right?
Yes, yes, sir. HR journalist.
Okay, great. Okay, so my answer is going to be the same what I suggested to Ishrat.
Yes, sir.
Since you have experience of about 4-5 years, and what you have done is not HR, what you are learning, you don't have the experience. What they are looking forward to, when they hire you, you don't have that. So actually, it's a broken triangle.
Yes, I completely agree.
You understand broken triangle, right? it's a dotted line triangle. Triangle is there, but it is instead of solid line, it's a dotted line triangle. So what companies are looking forward to, you don't have that in terms of experience. What education you are, what learning you are taking right now, you don't have the practical experience of that. And what you are actually doing, you don't want to do that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how do we fix up this broken triangle with the solid line? So one of the ways, Vishal, what you can do, what I suggest is, I have no idea what is your salary, neither I'm interested that you should tell in this forum. But if you are ready to take a salary cut or maybe compromise a little financially, how old are you, by the way?
So I'm 30, sir.
36?
No, 30, sir. 30.
30. Okay. And financially, whichever level you are, in case you think you are ready to compromise a little and still you get some opportunity into HR in some company through your, see, it will be very difficult, very, very difficult for you to get an HR opportunity directly. Because it is like, you know, I mean, I learn English from Ren and Martin book, and I tell them that I know this.
Sir, you are on a mute, sir. Sir, you are on a mute.
I think some network issue. Let him try.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm so sorry. I had my neighbor's call, something very urgent.
Fine, sir.
No issue. So what I'm trying to say, that it'll be difficult to get a direct job into HR right now, especially in these tough times.
Yes.
When companies are not looking forward to experiment, companies are straight away looking at people who come with the ready skills, people who come with relevant experience, people who come with relevant connections. So connections, experience, and skills. These are three things every company is looking at. Every new hiree, right?
Yes, sir.
So my suggestion to you will be that instead of applying through job boards or LinkedIn or Naukri, you should try to get a job through your personal connects. And maybe you may have to compromise a little in your financials. Let's say, for example, if you're getting, let's say, 10 lakh rupees right now, you may not get 10 lakh rupees. Instead of 10, they might be offering you 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Because they don't know your skill set right now. They don't know your competence. They don't know your working style right now. They have no idea as to how effective you're going to be in that role, right?
Yes.
But if you have decided to make an entry into HR, you may have to compromise. That's what I foresee right now. And be ready for that. In case you are ready to do that, try to get a job through your connections. And once you have a job through your connections, maybe a small company or a big company, whatever you have learned from Vivek sir and whatever you have learned from Skill Hub and your peer groups here in the Skill Hub, just apply everything, because that is the only opportunity you have in your life to practice, in your first HR job. And once you have practiced all the gyan and all the theory and all the fundas that you have learned from Skill Hub, after that, your second job will be possibly bringing you back to the level of earnings. And from there onwards, you can actually move on to HR roadway. Right now, it'll be very difficult, especially in the times of COVID. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So don't look at Naukri.com. Don't look at LinkedIn.com. They are just like newspapers. They are just like TV news. उनका काम होता है रोज कुछ ना कुछ नया डालते रहना. आपके काम का है, आपके काम का नहीं है. They are least bothered. You know, the way TV channels and newspaper, they don't bother what you want to read. They only give you what they have.
Definitely.
So instead of this, try to connect with your own personal connect. Get a job by by any of your connects into any of the companies at any level into HR. And once you have your first step on that ladder of HR, then try to practice everything in the next 6 to 8 months in that company, and from there look forward to leapfrog to a new opportunity. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
This is the only advice I have for you. If you want to switch from doing everything, you are a multitasker right now. I understand, right?
Yes, yes.
You are a center head, you are admission head, you are a collection head, you are a you are a student enablement head, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, all the jobs I have to take on.
No, I understand your role because I've been into education business for a long time. I've been with NIT, I've been with CL and all these companies. वहाँ पर वो सारे काम एक ही आदमी कर रहा होता है.
Yes, sir. As you said, career launcher. I thought this. I mean, you can understand better than anybody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, so forget everything. Try to catch hold of your own personal connect. Compromise on your salary if required. Although I'm not saying that do that. In case you have to compromise, yes, please do that. But if HR is your dream career, then have your first step into HR. Then practice everything for the next 6 to 8 months, 1 year, and from there, actually, then you build your HR career. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
All
Thanks
the best.
for the
All the
insights.
best. Yeah. So, hope this helps you.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely.
Great.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, Veronica.
This is Sayeda Kehkashan here.
Hi, Sayeda. Tell me.
Sir, like just the point you said right now, okay, if you are willing to, negotiate in terms of your salary, if you're getting an opportunity, you can surely join. So like in my case, I am even ready to do that, but I'm not getting the opportunities. Whereas come to my profile, like I have done my MBA in finance and HR. And as of now, I'm working as an administration in charge in an international school. Like I'm from Hyderabad. So like I wanted to like shift my profile. I'm into management, but
What is your total experience?
Sir, actually, I'm working in the school since past 3.5 years. Like this is my 4th year.
And what is your overall total experience?
Overall, like 8-9 years experience. So like after my graduation, I joined HDFC Bank on an executive level, wherein I was into insurance, health insurance department. So I worked 4.5 years over there, and then I got married. And because of my personal reasons, there is a gap of like 2.5 years. So 2017, I joined the school.
Tell me one thing, what I understand that your CV has 3-4 different roles, right?
Two roles.
One is your
Yeah, 2 roles. Yeah.
Okay.
So like today afternoon, Vivek sir has forwarded one this internship thing in the group. So I immediately messaged sir, I am willing to do this internship just to get an experience. Because if we like what I believe is like, experience is something. If we get an experience, we can make money in future.
Right.
But this point of time,
Right. I have been into recruitment business for about 10 years, by the way.
Yeah.
If most of you do not know, I want to tell you that I have a recruitment business experience of 10 years. So I have recruited for a lot of big companies, and I've been on the other side of the table, as a recruiter as well. And we had a team of about 20 recruiters once upon a time, So I have read the minds of HR of different companies into different capacities as to how they think, what they look at. See, most of the HR people in most companies are very, very mechanical, right? They are only doing what they're supposed to do. If they are told to look at the CVs 3 to 6 years, they will not look at CVs with 2 years experience. They will only look at people with 3 to 6 years experience. And if they are asked to have people who have at least 2 years of work experience into HR, so they will only look at CVs with only 2 years of experience into HR, and that of in the recent past. So majority of the people who are not falling into that requirement zone actually don't get the opportunity. So don't get the opportunity. So what happens, when that is the reason today there is a lot of disturbance, Vivek, at the back of somebody's connection. Is that at your end, Saida?
No, sir.
Okay. I think it has stopped now. Okay. So what I was trying to say that in majority of the cases where you are looking forward to shift your career from X career to Y career, let's say from sales to HR or from engineering to HR. So obviously one of the things is important is to know these skills. So a skill building point of view, you are already doing something, right, with Vivek and the Skill Hub, right?
Yes.
So you have already picked up certain you have already enrolled yourself in a course, and you are learning the critical skills, so whatever is required into a strategic HR person.
Yes, sir.
But you don't have the practical exposure of that, or you don't have the proven skill set for that.
Yeah. So the present profile of mine, like it involves a bit of not core thing of HR, but like I'll be recruiting teachers for the institution, and as like I have to look after accounts department also. So like this payrolls and like salaries and all, login, log out details, all these things I'll be managing, and I'll be looking like I'll be assisting. Yeah.
Okay.
So this thing, like I'm having a bit of experience in HR, but not, still like I'm not that much confident. Like, so for that reason, I joined this course of Vivek, what he had offered, and I'm still like learning.
So are you sending your CVs to new companies when you're looking for a job?
Yes, sir. I am sending like mails and all. What all like as you said, I'm following this LinkedIn profiles of others. In case if I'm trying to connect to them, they are giving their email IDs. I'm sharing my CVs with them, but
Right.
still no positive response from them.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Why you are not getting positive response? What I understand, I may be partially right or completely right. I don't know.
Yeah.
First of all, your entire profile is not an HR profile, which is required by the companies. Number one. Okay. Number two, number two, when you say that in this company, one way I'm into HR, other way I'm also handling the accounts. The moment you make a CV and disclose that I am wearing 3 different hats in this company, company's interest in you automatically declines. Okay. Because accounting is very different from HR, and HR is very different from sales. When somebody says that I am the HR person, I am the salesperson, I am the finance person, then company thinks you are actually good for nothing.
Okay.
You are only working in that company because they are paying you salary.
Okay.
What is your core competence? They are not able to visualize from your CV. It is like when somebody's member in the family is not well, you go to an MBBS or you go to an MD.
Yes, sir.
So you often try to avoid an MBBS. You want to go to an MD because he is the specialist, right?
Yes, sir.
Same is the case with the majority of the recruiters. They want to hire a person who has the core experience or who has the core profile what they're looking at. If I want to hire HR, why will I hire a person who's also handling accounting, who's also handling the PR work, who's also a personal assistant to the MD, who's also a business development person, right?
Yes, sir.
That means your HR role is hardly 15% of your entire profile.
Yes, sir. You're getting it complete right, sir. For this, like I too analyze this thing, and I approached Vivek, sir, for helping me to build my resume. Like last month itself, I sent my resume to him and ask him to give me some suggestions wherein I can improve my resume.
So you have to, I mean, when you have a skeleton of A, then only A will fit in that space. I mean, because B is different from A in terms of looks.
Yeah.
B cannot fill the space of A, right?
Yes, sir.
Same is your case. I mean, when you're applying for an HR job, your CV has to look like an HR professional CV.
Yes,
I mean, unfortunately, that's what is happening in your case. When you're applying, you are getting rejected at the level of CV itself.
Yes, sir.
While in you may be having a good comm skill, you may be a good speaker, you may be actually a good HR person. No one cares about that.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Because you are not getting that opportunity even to speak in front of them.
Yes, sir.
Right. So try to make changes. Try to make your CV more focused and stop saying that I mean I also handle accounting in that company.
Okay.
If you had not told this to all of us, do you think we all will ever know about that?
No.
And that's what you are doing. You are actually telling everyone what they do not need to know.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Ideally, what you should say that my name is Saida. I am working in X institution. I am the HR assistant manager HR in that company. I recruit teachers, and after recruitment, I mean, I take care of their skill sets gap identification. I arrange the internal external trainings, and I also look at their growth path. And at the same time, we are also looking forward to have the external and internal trainings for them. And with these trainings, we are looking forward to help them become more effective. And that's what I'm doing as an HR person in this company. Isn't it a better introduction of yours?
Yes, sir. And all these other things which I actually do.
So what I just said,
like
what I just said is what you want to do, right?
Yes, sir. Like I am doing all these things only, recruiting and like.
But your CV may not be speaking like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Your CV may be speaking as if you are a jack of all trades. maybe I don't know. I have not seen your CV. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just taking the liberty of saying that. I hope I was able to help you somewhere.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Great.
Very
We
much.
move. We go to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the next one after Vishal? Is it Veronica? Veronica, have we spoken to Veronica?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, Veronica. My concern is regarding my interview, as in how can I crack a personal interview for a job offer recruiter? Okay. Veronica, job of a recruiter. Okay. Well, I mean, are you facing some challenge? Did you have some interviews in the past and you had trouble answering some of the questions, maybe?
I am currently having an interview that is happening. I mean, I'm doing a master's, so this is through my placement offer. So it's going on. I'm going to have my personal interview. They told that this will be the last round. So before I go ahead, and especially it is a role of recruiter, and as you mentioned, you have been in the field for long. So I wanted to know, as to what me being a fresher, who the only experience I have is through field work and internship.
Okay.
So how do I, present myself in a way where they would want to take, like you mentioned, they would not want to spend time in training and other thing. They want someone who's ready-made, which apparently I don't. Only thing I have is internship. So how do I sell myself to the company?
Okay. Okay. So there are two things, especially from the fresher point of view. First of all, you have the entire job description with you of that company, of that profile.
Yes, I do have it.
Okay. So whatever job description you have, try to see what are the key requirements that they have in that job description, because that is also an art to decode. Because normally companies are very smart. They will create a job description and they will have the key requirements in that job description, and candidates will never be able to understand what are the key requirements. They will either work on all the requirements or they will not work on any of the requirements.
Okay, sir.
So first of all, try to identify the key requirements in that job description. Once you are able to identify the key requirements of that job description, please create your pitch around that. Let's take one example. What is that role, by the way?
It's a technical recruiter.
It's a technical recruiter. And what is your technical competence?
I am not really technically sound, sir, because I have a psychological background. So
this is the key requirement as a job description of that role, which you may not have understood, and you will fail in this requirement, first of all. Because it's a technical recruiter job. Is it a technology company?
It's more into recruitment, so it's tech system.
Tech system,
where they look into recruitment. The major focus is recruiting people. They have a client company and they're one of the Fortune 500 companies. So they have clients from there and they find candidates for the clients that they're looking for.
So what you need to do, first of all, you need to identify on what technology this company is recruiting people for, what kind of projects. Note down all these things.
Yes, sir.
What are the kind of projects that company has for whom they are recruiting, and try to see some of their ads on LinkedIn and Naukri, or maybe wherever they are posting in various forums. Try to see what is the technical requirement that they are looking at. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Once you know what kind of technical requirements they are looking at, you have to search the Google or wherever about these technology words and try to understand some meaning around this technology. For example, if TCS wants to hire a technical recruiter, let's say I'm applying for a technical recruiter, that means I am going to speak to the technology guys, right?
Yeah, sure, sir.
And when I do not understand technology, what will I recruit?
Yeah.
That means you agree that you may not be able to do good justice without knowing the technology, right?
Yes, sir. That's the one disadvantage that I have. Like, I want to work with people, I want to work with recruitment, but my only barrier is I'm not technically that sound enough.
So this problem is known to you, but do they also know that problem?
Yes, sir, they do know, because they know we are studying psychology and they know that we are not technically sound as such.
No. How do they know? They know only because of your CV, or they know because they already had 2 rounds of interview with you?
I already had 2 rounds of interview with them, sir.
Right. That means they have identified one of your weakness is that you are not technology conversant person, number one. And number 2, you don't have any exposure of the technical recruitments, right?
Yes, sir.
So why don't you surprise them? When is your interview?
They told it is scheduled tomorrow. As of now, I have not got a email as such, so I'm not sure, sir.
You still have at least 24 hours minimum.
Yes.
So why don't you surprise them?
Surprise them by knowing some more technical.
Yes. And that is what can become your selection tool.
Okay, sir. I'll work on that.
Yeah, so try to understand some technology terms. For example, what kind of project they are working on. Let's say they are working on mainframe systems. Let's say, so you have to understand first of all what is mainframe, what technologies are required, in the candidates that they are hiring. Are they looking at people with the latest technologies, or they are looking at some specific technology? Let's say AI. What is AI? What is are they working on blockchain? Are they working on some other technology? Is it a server based technology, or it's a web based technology? So you have to try to understand a couple of these very frequently used terms. If you do not know any of these terms, first of all, you will not be able to demand good salary. What is the kind of package available, do you think, that they might have an offer?
Mostly it must be around 25, 30. I mean, monthly. I'm talking about monthly.
Okay. So I mean, at this level of package, I mean, there are a lot of technical graduates who are ready to become a technical recruiter, by the way. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of girls, especially girls, maybe boys also, who are doing BTech and they don't have jobs available. So what they do, they actually become the technical recruiter because they understand technology very well.
Yes, sir.
So what is going to happen for you? For you, these people will become your competitors, wherein they have zero knowledge of HR and you have zero knowledge of technology.
Yes.
So what you need to do, you need to get married with technology.
Okay, sir.
If you try to pick up some technology terms, and when you try to surprise them, because same people who have met you twice and you have sort of final interview, when they understand that you understand some technology, I mean, when you say that I know ABCD, then it's easy for me to understand that you are teachable in English, right?
Yes.
But when I understand that you don't even know what is ABCD is all about, then I don't even know how do I start with you.
Yes, sir, I got it. But can't we sell sort of like based on recruitment as such, like where you deal with people or you understand people as such and behavior?
You are talking about a situation which is after recruitment. Sorry, after selection. Once you are selected as an employee in that company, after that you have all these choices, and the company has all these choices that where do I put this person? She's good in people management, or she's good in soft skill development, or she's good in psychology part. Let's put her in psychology. But you are not even selected in that company.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, you have to focus on selection. Your primary problem is selection. Your primary problem is not how do you get a job of a psychologist in that company, right?
Yes.
So try to focus on your primary problem first, and then you look at your secondary requirements. If your secondary requirement is your primary problem right now, your selection, you may have problems in your selection.
Okay, sir.
There is a very, very famous saying, by Stephen R. Covey, if you have heard this name before, that keep your important thing as your important thing. So your important thing is to get selected in that company as a recruiter, or important thing is to first think, if I am selected, will I get psychologist role or not?
To get selected into the company.
You know the answer, you know the problem, right?
Yes, sir.
So try to become friendly with the technology jargons, some of them, if not all of them. Go to some of the websites, try to pick up what JDs are talking about, what technology they are using, Python, Django, AI, AR, virtual reality. I don't know which technology they are hiring people from, with what background. So at least try to know the full form of these technologies. And once you're interviewed, try to use one or two terms as if you know something about it. so that they understand that she's trainable and teachable and coachable and hireable.
Got it, sir.
If you are trainable, teachable, hireable, coachable, then I can train you on anything in the world.
Correct, sir.
Right?
But there was one thing, sir. We had something known as shadowing that happened, and during that process also it was more of dealing with people. So that's what I was thinking. Okay, maybe I can do it, because the same company had the shadowing done. So where it was more of talking to the clients and having, yes, there were few jargons that they were used, but it was more of people thing. So that's what I was a little confused, like what do I focus more, because I might be good with people recruitment talking, but the technical aspect is, yes, I think.
So your first requirement is, I think, to get selected in that company, right?
Yes, sir.
So you focus everything around selection. Forget about everything else. So you only focus on how do I kill that cat.
Yes, sir.
You have a lion in front of you, and how do I kill that lion? If you start thinking, how do I become friend of lion? Lion is thinking of eating you, and you are thinking of making lion a friend. So you start thinking, how do you kill that lion?
Sure, sir.
How do you get selected? That should be your primary focus. And here, technology words definitely will become your barrier, unless technology is not a requirement in this hiring process, right?
Yes, sir.
Hope this helps you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you.
We go to the next person, Vivek. My question is still, I'm looking for better career growth. HR, how can I better? I don't know who sent that.
1 second, it would be. Let me just check. It would be Mahesh.
Okay. Do we have some common questions, by the way? Can you check that, Vivek? In case we have some common question, we can address them together.
I think, see, more or less questions have been, covered here only. Mahesh would have a distinct concern because, he's on a third party role and he's all into now he's struggling to come out of it. And then the offers that he gets, it's more into third party role.
Third party. Oh, that I have already answered.
And then what, the problem is he's seeing such a little word of HR there.
That's what
he has a feeling that 70 to 80% of people in HR are stuck up doing the same thing and with not much of a growth.
So who do you think can be the next question, so that it has some
Let's take this Mahesh question only.
Okay. Which one is this question?
Says, why 70 to 80% of people in HR is stuck up in their career?
Why 70 to 80% people are stuck up in their career? Okay, fine. So Mahesh.
Hello. Hey, good evening, Shalendra sir. Just the concern, like whenever I'm just having 5 years of corporate experience, I've seen many folks in HR, especially into talent acquisition folks, people are struck up. And at the same time, like they have all the competencies what they need to have, still they were just like stuck up in a certain career. So in the sense, like I don't know, till they just want to play safely, I don't know, or else they are just stucking there, I don't know. That's the reason, like I've just used the 70 to 80% of folks are being struck up recently. Like many of my connections, they have done their masters from good B schools as well, but still they are doing recruiter jobs itself, and especially into talent acquisition. I've seen lots of career struck here. So just please advise us, and if you have any inputs on that, you can just walk through us.
Yeah, sure. See, Mahesh, first of all, 70 to 80% or whatever percentage you think. Uh, why a lot of HR people I have personally seen they're stuck because they are not able to think out of HR framework. They think when they're into HR, they don't think as a candidate. They always think as an HR person. Number one. Number two, when you are an HR person going for the interview, then you are a candidate. You are not an HR professional that time. You are like any other candidate. I don't want to name some of the people. Vivek knows that we have jointly spoken, and there were people with 15 years of work experience, and they were at a level of about 15 lakhs, and they did not know how to use the Naukri.com correctly. Yeah, Vivek?
Yes.
And after 15 years of working into HR, not even knowing the basic, usage of the हम Naukri.com ही ठीक से यूज करना नहीं आ रहा है आपको और आप जो है लिंक्डइन के प्रोफाइल आपके खुद के लिंक्डइन के प्रोफाइल इतने इनकम्प्लीट हैं आपको खुद ही नहीं मालूम है कि एज एन एचआर हाउ गुड इट इज टू वेल नेटवर्क विद द इंडस्ट्री प्रोफेशनल्स So hota kya hai ki when you go for the interview, you always think that you are in the best of the skill sets with you as an HR professional. But once you are facing the real-time questions, or maybe you are faced with the real-time situation of being interviewed by another HR who may be less or more competent comparing you, then you realize you are possibly need to be more prepared. And for example, I am an interview preparation expert. I'm just giving you an example. And let's say tomorrow there is an interview that I get a call from a company. One way I'm helping hundreds of people prepare and sail through in the interview successfully. Other way around, I don't prepare my own interview because I have an interview tomorrow. Presuming that, yeah, koi farak nahi padta, I am an expert, I'll handle all the questions. And this is the way people fail. Because, they die because of over experience. They die because of overconfidence.
Yes, overconfidence.
Am I right to say that?
Exactly correct. Obviously, with that scenario, I've been faced sometimes. Tomorrow's interview, no problem. We can just do our best.
यार मैं तो HR वाला हूँ, मेरे को सब आता है. मैं तो रात दिन HR इंटरव्यू करता हूँ लोगों का.
Yeah.
मैं तो इतना सवाल पूछता हूँ HR का. I am expert यार. I've taken 1000 interviews. I have no problems. I will face any kind of interview. And next day, you will get clean bowled on the first ball.
Yes, sir.
पहली ball pay out.
Yeah.
Because you have not practiced your tool.
Yeah, correct.
So your tool is your mind. Your tool is your tongue. You have to practice it.
And the major concern, like I'm just getting a contract opportunities itself. Even directly, I'm just not applying to any job portals through LinkedIn's and emails itself. I'm just getting interview schedules and all itself. But the major thing, all my colleagues who are just making a switch from my current organization to outside, they're getting very good, decent full-time opportunities. But the major hurdle for me is all I'm getting with the contractual opportunities itself. I'm just revealing it, the company names also. With Amazon, I got a contractual interview process is going on. Final discussion is at pending stage. And with Oracle also, I'm just getting a contract role for campus coordination and campus operations role. Whenever, like even with ThoughtWorks Hyderabad, further also I'm just getting a call, but that is also a contractual one.
What is the salary bracket?
Salary bracket is very high. As per the market standards, it's more also sometimes, Shailendra sir. Like coming to Amazon, like they have a salary bracket around 5.8 to 6 lakhs. They're okay to pay. But the major thing would be 1 year contract as per Vivek Bhai's suggestion. I'm just in a dilemma whether to take it up or not. If again,
See, Mahesh, there are two things. why these companies are looking forward to contractual assignment is because they are not very sure at this point of time. They're not very sure of how market is going to be in the next about a year or so.
Yes, yes. Even
And
they're just informing me
yeah,
directly on call.
it
Based
is
on the market, that role will be.
it is going to be a very, very tough market in the next 1 year, because last year when we had lockdown, we had only 583 cases all India, and we had a lockdown for 90 days minimum.
Yes.
And things did not improve till now, and now we have 3 lakh cases per day, and there is no lockdown.
Yes, no change and no lockdown.
You can understand that how next 1 year will be. Next 1 year is going to be very, very critical for companies, very, very critical for entire economy, and companies do not know where are they heading. Will they get wiped out? Will they stay in this country? And no one even knows the fate of the various vaccines that we are getting. We are all thinking we have become a rock solid person after the vaccination, and unfortunately, God forbid, there may be tons and tons of people who may be dying after vaccination also. So companies are not looking at taking any chance in terms of unnecessarily recruiting people without knowing the fate of their business, right? This is the first thing why companies are looking at contractual employment. And by the way, contractual employment is just like, when getting into a relationship before getting married. So you actually get to know the person before you actually say yes for marriage.
Yeah.
So if you are getting a decent package, which is good in terms of market conducive salaries, let's say 5.5, 6 lakhs, and if they're ready to hire you, then just jump onto it, take it, and keep exploring if that can be converted from a temporary to a permanent one within the same company. And unfortunately, for any reason thereof, if they are not able to convert that temporary to permanent in the same organization, let's say even after 1 year or so, then very happily start applying outside, and don't write that you are working as. You don't have to be. You don't have to become Harishchandra, by the way, to declare that I in all my senses I declare that I'm working as contractual employee with Oracle. You just write in your resume, write in a tactical way that I'm working with the Oracle. Actually, you're working with Oracle. There's nothing wrong that you are declaring. And a lot of companies will interview you because you actually maybe on a third-party payroll or maybe on a contractual employment, but actually you deal with the process and procedures and policies of Oracle only.
Yeah, yes.
Or Amazon only. So there is no second thought about it that you are not handling the actual tools of the Amazon or Oracle. So actually recruitment will not be a problem, because going from 5.5 lakhs to 8 lakhs is not difficult, but going from 3 lakhs to 8 lakhs is literally impossible.
Yes.
So my suggestion will be, if you are getting a contractual assignment, just grab it. Don't say no, because when there are thousands outside who are saying, I'm not even looking at contractual assignment. You just give me salary, I'll come from tomorrow. I'm not looking at letter even.
Yes, people are in that stage.
People are desperate. There are thousands of people who are jobless, and there are people who are working at half the salary. There are people who are ready to work at 25% of their last salary, by the way.
So the situation is so bad.
Actually,
today only one HRBP from Amazon has approached me for a part-time assignment.
Right.
And he's a pass out from XLRI.
Oh.
Working with Amazon. He was working with Amazon as a HRBP. Now he's looking for freelance assignments.
Right.
He has been released.
Okay.
The situation is so bad.
So that's what I'm saying, Vivek, that this time, whatever you get, instead of choosing, you pick up. Try to mark down my words.
I had one advice for Mahesh, which I had been giving him for years now. You want to come out of it, you should start looking out different domains in HR. recruiting, sourcing is something that is majorly being outsourced. And in that area, you will mostly get these kind of requirements only. Try to get into more of a generalist kind of a thing, or into L&D something. This is where, companies are looking for people.
Absolutely.
Probably this is where you can get something there.
Yes, yes, Vivek. Actually, it's been like we have been connected from past 1.5 to 2 years.
Mahesh is, one of those early person who was when I started online. Mahesh was the first person who came in and has been he had been following me on LinkedIn. So I have a shared different thing with him. I think now it is most of the questions are done, no?
Anyone else who thinks their question is different and not taken here right now, I am happy to answer that also.
This is already 10.
So just as a question, just like a school of thought as far as my question is concerned.
Sure.
So yeah, my question was that given the market scenario, how relevant would be 3 to 6 months internship in HR be? Like, because right now the situation is not favorable, and for someone who is switching his or her career to HR, because the prior experience that the individual holds obviously won't be considered by the company. So as of now, should the concerned person in this case should focus on doing more internships in HR so that it will like add up to that relevant exposure thing?
Yeah.
So what is your opinion on that?
Right. Chaitanya, I mean, coming back to your question, see, first of all, we have to understand internship. Internship is mostly, I mean, if a layman has to understand what is internship all about. So any layman will say an internship is an opportunity of working in that company as a trainee when you are doing certain course because you don't have anything to showcase. You actually get to learn the real thing, what you are actually studying in a course. That is internship, right? So it is presumed that internship is done in the very early part of your career. It is not done when you are in the middle of your career or you are in the maturity of your career. I mean, let's say somebody who is 40 years old or 45 years old or let's say 50 years old and starts learning a course in HR or maybe starts doing a course in marketing and says that I'm 45 years old, I'm doing MBA, now I want to do internship. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really justify, because internship is basically done in the very early stage of your career because you don't know how to ready yourself for the corporate jobs, how to do the reporting with your boss, how to work on the data, how to go and meet your customers, how to work on very very basic elementary requirements of a job profile. Let's say if it is a recruitment profile, and if you're a recruiter intern. So what is the basic requirement of a recruiter in a company? I mean, somebody who's 22, 23, maybe 25 years old doing MBA goes and works as a recruiter intern, looks good. But you think somebody who's 45 years old and goes to a company and says that I am doing MBA and I want to specialize into recruitment, can I become your intern? I mean, no company will be looking at this kind of intern, right? This is the first thing. This is the first thing. Second thing is, too many internships actually are talking the state of mind of a person. If a person has done 10-15 internships in different companies, and all the internships are into some internships are into marketing, some are into finance, some are into HR, some are into manufacturing, some are into XYZ and any other field. Actually, that states a very, very clear message of the confusion of the person's mind. That means the person has not been able to decide what is good for you in your longer career. So you have to actually pick up something in one line. For example, I want to be into business development, for example. So I will do 1 or 2 internship maximum. one I will try to do in how to do the cold calling and get the customer on board. And second internship I will do how to service the clients, because both internship, both the things are interrelated. And when I go to a company and say that I don't have experience because I'm a fresher, but I have 4 months of internships, 2 months each, wherein in one company I did internship how to get customer onboarding from zero to acquiring the customer. And in the second internship of 2 months, I learned how to service the acquired customer. So that company will say, हाँ यार ये तो अच्छा बंदा है, इसको ये तो आता है कम से कम. He's not zero at least.
So that was precisely my point. So my question was, let's say if I'm switching to HR, if I do because right now the situation is not favorable and everyone demands for full-time relevant experience. So if I focus on getting the relevant exposure only in HR, let's say I did my one internship in as an HR generalist, which included recruitment, onboarding, employer branding, and suppose if I get a 3 to 6 months internship which exclusively focuses on talent acquisition and some areas of HR. So in the longer scheme of things, would that be relevant? Because we are living in uncertain times.
No. That will be relevant, Chaitanya. That will not go. That will not go into the irrelevant area. Don't worry.
Yeah. So that is what precisely my question was, because
that will remain relevant, and no experience is written off until unless you are showing irrelevant experience. Get your point?
Okay.
As long as you show the relevant experience for that particular job profile. Let's say if it is a L&D profile, and you have done something related to L&D in one of your internships, that will be counted as relevant experience or maybe relevant knowledge. But into an L&D profile, if you are showcasing your recruitment experience, or if you are showcasing,
then that won't be relevant.
If you are showcasing your policy making experience, that may not be relevant.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So I hope this answers your question as well, right?
Yeah, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, Vivek.
I think we have covered majority of questions.
Okay.
It's already 10 now.
Okay.
What we can do is we can take a break.
Okay.
And in case there are a few questions left, we can still answer through WhatsApp and.
Yeah. Or maybe after a couple of days we can have another session.
Correct. We can have a follow-up session.
Instead of starting at 8, we can start at, let's say, about 6:30 or maybe 7 o'clock.
Sure.
And I have no issues in talking to these future HR people, because maybe some of them will employ me.
No, they are good. They all are very good.
Very good.
So, let's do one thing. Let's break the session here.
Sure.
They can still, you guys can still send me your queries on WhatsApp group on WhatsApp, and we'll again schedule a session if needed.
Great.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah. Can you all come on one screen, Vivek?
Can you come on one screen? Let's take one photograph. And I also have not seen many faces for quite some time. इशरत भाई को आजकल रेगुलर देख रहे हैं. Oh, hi Aditi, how are you?
Hi sir.
महेश किधर गए? Megha, Hana, Veronica. Just for a minute, we'll just click it and then you can switch it off. How are you, Megha?
So I'm doing good, sir.
Wonderful. Saida, you are? You guys are keeping me waiting. Next session, I'll keep you waiting. I think Yuva is not there. Saida is not there. No issues. So done. So let's disconnect here. I have a recording of this session. Any one of you want, let me know. If there are any follow-up questions, please send it to me on WhatsApp. We'll again disturb him. We'll again try to bring him one day.
I'm happy coming back to answer whatever queries and questions they have.
I have worked with Shailendra sir about 15-20 years back.
Yes.
And that's how we came back.
Yes.
So good, chalo, we'll connect again.
Thank you.
Take care of you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
Thank you, Vivek, and